Hey guys, Paul ISM, welcome to another unboxing video. Today we're going to be looking at Alpha Models 124 McLaren P1. So yes, I bought this recently myself with my own money, believe it or not. And it's a part, I'm going to discuss this in a minute a bit further, but it's a part of a series of builds I want to do with some of the McLaren cars I like the best, is probably the easiest way to do it. Some aren't technically McLarens, well one isn't, but this is one of the ones I want to add to the list. So I've done the Mercedes McLaren SLR, I've done the McLaren F1, I'm going to do the Gordon Murray Automotive T50, I know it's not a McLaren, but it might as well be. It's better than a McLaren, isn't it really, if we're honest. The McLaren P1 and the McLaren Senna. I want to do all these builds, so I bought this myself. I'm going to do it in Moving Blue, which I did have knocking around on the bench, but it's gone now, from Pro Scale. A beautiful purple colour. And yeah, it's a build you should see in the foreseeable future from myself. So, £150 kit. It's really heavy. No, I'm joking. They're not cheap at all, but if you've built one, you know what they like to build. They are good fun. The resin is incredible quality, and they generally go together quite well. Yeah, with the instructions that are included. Right, so let's jump in. Let's have a look through the box and see what we've got. Okay, so McLaren P1 from Alpha Models, a kit I purchased myself recently. I got a plan to build some of the McLaren kind of ultimate cars, or ones I think are ultimate cars. I've built two already. One's going to be built soon. I've got this one and the Senna to build as well. So, resin kit, multimedia. If you've not seen these before, there's a load of reviews on the channel if you go back, and I've done a load of reviews on them as well. They're not cheap. This kit was £150. They are not cheap at all, but nobody else makes a McLaren P1 kit, so you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place if you're after this kit. They are very high quality, some of the best resin I've ever seen. They build up generally really well. And I've enjoyed every single one I've built in the past. So in the box, we got our instructions, and I say that in the vaguest use of the term. We're well padded with loads of bubble wrap. So there are several layers. All the parts are bagged kind of in sub-assemblies, not really how they assemble together, but how they go. Plenty of bubble wrap packing. And then we've got our pack with all our photo etch, our clear parts and decals in there, which will pop to one side, and the obligatory screws that come with every kit. So we'll pop that over there. So we've got 4 or 5 bags of bits, which we'll leave up there for now, and we'll look at the body for now. Now, if you do get these kits, I would recommend with each and every one that you go through with a highlighter and mark off to ensure that everything's in there and nothing's damaged. Now, very rarely missing parts, but occasionally parts get damaged, so I would recommend doing that with every single kit. So here we go. There's that beautiful body shell. So you've got your chassis and your interior, which is all in one. So the chassis itself, a little bit of detail. Got the rear diffuser there, which is no doubt going to be carboned at some point through the build. So it's going to be tricky to do. There's no carbon decals with the kit, which is a shame, but with some Tamiya carbon film, we'll soon get that wrangled. So nice and flat resin, no warpage there at all. The interior, pretty basic, but I guess it is. We'll flock all this inside. A little bit of flash there, just blowing away. Well, it's not flash, but a resin dust. But flawlessly molded, which is normally the case with Alpha Models. They are normally absolutely flawlessly molded. Cast, sorry, not molded. Absolutely stunning. And then the body shell itself in this beautiful profile of the P1. Absolutely stunning. Flawlessly cast resin. Absolutely stunning. Very fine panel lines. The only thing I'll do to this body to prepare it is I'll probably deepen the panel lines just a touch with a rescriber. We'll flat over the entire body with a 2000 Tamiya sponge, and then degrease it with the likes of our Pro Scale paints, paint degreaser, this stuff. So this gets any mold release off, fingerprints, crisp dust, chocolate fingerprints, you name it, you get while you're modelling. And yeah, but beautifully cast resin. Absolutely almost flawless. Not a mark on there. Also, if you get these kits, check parts like this to make sure there's no chips off. because it's quite easily broke if you drop them. So always ensure that everything is there. But beautiful looking body, beautiful panel lines, absolutely stunning. Beautiful. So yeah, shouldn't have any issues there whatsoever. Obviously with the instructions, you need to be wary and aware of assembly, because it doesn't quite go how you think. I've got plenty of videos on this, and test fitting is key on these kits, because it doesn't always fit together the way you think it will. Wheels. We'll go to the wheels first. Let's have a look. Get in there. So we got wider front backs to rears. No markings on the tyres, which always disappoints me. But the tyres are actually really, really nice. Very nice. Wheels are beautiful too. Really well cast. Hardly nothing on the back of them at all. They do no clean up whatsoever. Obviously, you've got the paw stubs on the back for the tyres, so they can just be cleaned up with a sander. But the wheels, beautifully clean. Tyres, really nice treads in those. Absolutely stunning. Same on the fronts, really nice. Very good. And the same nice treads on the tyres as well. So no issues there at all. They are all absolutely spot on. So we'll pop that to one side. Just going to grab the bags randomly. So this is going to be the bumper insert for the front of the car. Now I know I've test fitted these, so I know they fit. But again, make sure all the parts are present when you're doing things like this. So a little bit of poorly finished resin in there, which isn't good. Let me just get a little cotton bud in there. Oh, ignore me. It was dust. It's just wiped away. See? Just a little bit of resin dust there. That's gone. There we go. Perfect. All done. So no faults there at all. So beautiful bit of cast resin there. We've got the engine main block, which is nice to see an engine in these. You don't get an engine in a lot of these Alpha models, so it is nice to get one. Very cool. We've got a very cool, just some sort of cover for the engine, possibly. Beautiful as well. Stunning. Bulkhead. Nice bit of resin again. And what looks to be side skirts. I'm taking it there's two of these because there's only one here. Must be another bag. So there's one of the side skirts. I have test fitted them. They do fit. But you can see very delicate resin. So you need to be very careful of these parts when you're painting, sanding or cleaning. And then the rear spoiler as well, which either sits in or is deployed, extended up. And again, beautiful piece of resin. Absolutely, they get no warpage, there's no damage at all. It's just flawlessly done resin that a lot of companies could learn a lot by. It really is quite astounding how good their resin is. There's big companies out there that can't get resin this good. So yeah, I know they're not cheap, the kits, but the quality is second to none. It is really good. Right, so what are we going in here? A multitude of parts. So we've got door cards. There and there. Okay, beautiful looking door cards. Absolutely stunning. We've got the dashboard. Very nice moulded dashboard. Look at the dashboard on that. Stunning. Absolutely beautiful. We've got some exhausts. Very, very, very nice. Lovely. Calipers. Beautiful. I can take in, these are more exhaust parts as well. Again, just flawlessly cast. Absolutely spotless resin that needs no cleanup whatsoever. There's the struts for the spoiler should you want it deployed. I think we'll be having ours deployed. So very, very nice detail on those as well. Beautiful. We've got another... Is this a winglet bit for the side? It must be. Yeah, it is. If the side of the body goes like that. Very, very thin resin. You can almost see through that to a degree. Then we've got an intake. We've got some other panels, and I'm going to pretend to know what they are, but they're all flawlessly done. Stunning. Looks like inlet manifold. Beautiful. More engine parts. Again, really, really nice detail. Stunning. Some smaller parts, got interior mirror, look like vents. It's hard to tell what they are, to be honest. But as always, flawlessly cast. Another engine cover. Cam cover, sorry. Lovely. A flat piece. Center console and... Ooh, yeah, it could be center console, 4 parts there. Very nice. Some nice button detail on there. Very cool. And I'm going to guess headlights, steering wheel, and foot pedals. Really, really cool. Right. Oh, we'll pop all these in. One thing to do as well, like I say, if you find any little bits, pick them up and put them in your bag, because you never know it's a bit that snapped off and you could just glue back on. You know, you'll do this and then 6 months later build it and you've thrown that bit out. If you find any little bits of resin, just pop them back in the bag. If you use them, you use them. If you don't, you don't. They get thrown out. But it's always good to keep it than to throw it away. Because something you just literally glue back in place, you'd have to scratch build. So if you find any bits of resin, I don't mean like that. I mean, that's a tiny little bit. That's not going to do anything. But if you find any broken off bits or bits of sprue, just put them back in for now. Right, we've got seats. We've got another one of those little side pieces, panels for the side of the car. We've got the other kind of side skirt piece as well. We had before. We've got seats, really nice bucket seats. Obviously 2 of them. A little bit of dust on them, but beautifully cast. Very, very nice. Stunning. Got our wheel hubs. We've got door mirrors. We've got another one of these. Where's the 2 of them? Okay. And our brake discs. Nothing here really, just round pieces of resin, because we'll have the parts with photo etch and handbrake calipers as well. Again, all flawlessly cast, no issues whatsoever. We've got one more little bag. Like I say, keep an eye on everything, make sure everything doesn't get damaged, and most of all, check off all those parts, because if you're missing a part, you are honestly going to struggle getting spares from Alpha Model. These kits are like 1 out of 100 runs, and you tend to have trouble getting a spare part. So make sure everything is there as and when you get the kit. Right, we've got a few parts here. We've got some clear parts. We've got a steering column with some very, very fine switch gear on the side. Stalks. Lovely. We've got headlights. Oh no, tail lights are there. Look at that for a complex shape. That looks like fun, doesn't it? He says in the loosest sense of the term. We've got headlights, which are actually very, very clear resin for a change. This can be a bit of a problem with the headlights. They can often be a bit opaque, but they're actually really, really good. And then we've got some tiny, I can barely even pick them up, tiny little like side lights there as well that you can barely even see. Beautiful. And what looks to be a number plate and some vents there as well for the interior. Very cool. So that is all the parts gone through. So as you can see, absolutely beautiful resin, as always. Flawlessly cast. Absolutely just beautifully finished. It's by far the best resin you tend to get really out of kits. Like I say, we got the obligatory screws, and then we get a bag full of bits and bobs, or bits and bats. There we go. So we've got our McLaren badges and mirrors. Pretty standard on reflective self-adhesive. We've got some McLaren decals there, metallic decals. Let me just angle my light a bit better so it's showing things close up. Very, very nice metallic decals there. We've got the seat belts in brass, which I never ever use, and a window wiper in brass as well, which we will use. We've got some other PE parts, photo etch parts there as well. We've got the obligatory McLaren P1 badge that comes with most of the Alpha Models kits. Hubs for the brakes, number plates as well, which is the ones I always use. We've got our discs there as well. These will be carbon ceramic on this car most probably. All of our grills, window surrounds, window wipers, paddle shifters, all sorts of goodies on there. We've got another decal sheet. We've already looked at that one. We've got our clear acetate parts for the windows. These are probably the worst part of the kit, but once you've done a few, it becomes really, really easy to do. Nice engine cover there as well. Then a decal scheme, which comes with Marlboro markings, which is quite cool to be fair. And some Senna markings as well. I doubt we'll use any of these. But there's some good decals on there. Decals being Hobby Design, because Alpha Model, Hobby Design, same company I believe. These decals will go on absolutely perfect. No issue whatsoever. Absolutely beautiful. Yep, stunning decals. So there we go. Right, let's pop all this. I'll just pop all this to the back to save me sitting there while you're watching this. We've got the instructions. Now, these are not instructions. They're a very vague build guide to how to build the kit. So, like I say, mark off all your parts. Make sure you've got them all. Familiarise yourself with where they are. And then just go into this thinking it's a very vague guide on how to build the kit, because that door card will not sit on there. That door card will go in the body first. More than likely. I'll be very surprised if it fits in. You're going to have to figure this out for yourself. So, door cards, dashboards, and all this normally go in separately. So I've made the mistake of gluing it all on and had to break it off. So test fit everything before you commit to doing it. But other than that, it's quite clear. It shows where the resin goes, shows where decals go. There's no colour call-outs at all. You have to figure that out for yourself. But it shows clearly where the photo etch goes. It shows clearly where the decals go. There's our engine being built up. There's our engine in place. So this should be quite a nice engine, this. Should be quite a nice interior as well. You've got, let's have a look, spoiler. We've got all the lights. It's a complex back end on this because of the shape of it. Very, very nice. And then we've got exterior view with the spoiler up. The windows going in, the window surrounds. These winglets and side skirts going on. The lights, the front bumper with the splitter in. The front lights. Yes, the window wiper. Is there just one on this? There is. Thank God for that. The windscreen going in place. And then on the other side, we've got all our wheel hubs, disc, calipers, wheels, tyres, photo etch, so on and so forth, and some decal options there as well. So you can do a centre one in whatever colour you want. You've got decals should you do it. Mine's going to be plain. Mine's probably going to be Movine blue, or Movine blue, which is a purple, ironically. But there we go. There's the Alpha Models P1 kit that looks just as good as all the other Alpha Models I've built. There we go. Let's go back to me with some final thoughts. So there we go. Another Alpha Models kit. Flawless resin. Absolutely flawless. Not a fault on the resin anywhere at all. It's pretty amazing how they do it. A great looking car. It really is a beautiful car. And an amazing machine in real life as well if you've looked at it. So yeah, looking forward to this build. It's one you'll see soon. I'm not sure which one's next after the T50. I've got the carbon jacket set for the McLaren Senna as well. I'm not doing full carbon, but I'm going to do some of it. But this one will be coming up very, very soon. Is it worth the money? Honestly, I think so, yes. I think these Alpha Model kits are worth the money. Some not as much as others, because some you don't get as many parts in, and I think there should be a price reduction on them then. But ones like this that do have an engine in, I think they are well worth the money. The detail in them is beautiful. They're normally quite niche subjects that nobody else makes in plastic. And I honestly think, yes, they are worth the money. But only you can decide at the end of the day. £150 may be too rich. So, yeah, it's up to you whether you buy the kit or not. But you'll see me build it at a later date down the line. Anyway, we've got a whole host of McLaren colours over on Pro Scale now. Like I said, that Movine blue, whatever it's called, it's a stunning purple colour. It really is. And that is my plan to do on this one. There we go, there's another review done. Thanks for watching today. As always, if you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon me link down below. Become one of my patrons. You get all these perks listed here. Early access to all the videos, the full length videos early. You get a week Saturday bench update. It's not week, a weekly Saturday bench update. Access to exclusive Facebook Messenger chat, Facebook group. You can vote on builds, you get updates via Patreon as well, and I release videos regularly. Almost every other day I release a video to Patreon, and there's loads in the bank coming up, so plenty there to come out. So yeah, you can come to Patreon down below. It keeps me with these videos as well. This is my job at the end of the day, and yeah, Patreon is what keeps me allowing to do this. There's a PayPal me and a Buy Me Coffee link if you want to do a donation as well, and there's links down below to anything and everything to do with me or stuff I show on here. So you've got Pro Scale Paints, you've got the ISM Facebook page, your Off Their Hangout group, the group build page, UMP Retails down there. You've got an email address to get in touch with me should you want to talk to me. My stash is down there. There's links to all the products I use in my videos. My Amazon stores there, my Etsy stores there where you can buy my built models. There's all sorts down there in the links below. Make sure you sub to the channel, click the bell notifications, get notified of all the latest videos. Give the video a thumb up, and please leave a comment. Have you built this kit? Are you planning on building it? Are you planning on getting it? Is it too dear for you? Give me a comment down below. I always love reading all your comments. I might not reply straight away or at all. I have a lot of comments to go through, but I do read every single one and try and reply as best I can. So there we go. Thanks for watching today. I hope you have a good day. Thank you to all my wonderful patrons whose names are going to flash up at the end of this video. You're all absolute legends. So enjoy the rest of day, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.